Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Backlog. This is Vanquish. I am Dan.
I'm Joe.
Hey, I got it that time.
Hey, nailed it.
Nice. Too easy.
Like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah. That's a good comparison.
That's what everyone tells me we are.
No, they keep calling you a tool. There's a distinct difference.
Oh, no, I thought that was a compliment.
Yeah. Don't know what to tell you, bro.
Well, what you gonna do?
We're going to go kill communist robots.
Oh, right, I forgot.
Am I running back up the same stairs I just came down? Or different
I have
stairs?
noticed that as kind of a running theme that they have you do.
Oh, hey, I think I found a combat arena. There's a bunch of chest-high cover. And that's one of the reasons why third-person cover shooters went away, is everybody saw, like, oh, that's clearly a combat arena.
There's really not a lot of, variety to cover-based shooting.
I mean, okay, yeah, that's the thing that drags it down. I mean, visually, yes, you're correct, but a lot of video games don't really have a whole lot of them.
Well, yeah, I guess that's a fair criticism.
Like when you say, like, if you're going to criticize a video game, to like, oh, it just didn't do enough stuff different. Like, what do you think this is? Yeah. Oh,
having just played God of War, I will say they did that very well.
The new God of War, Dad of War, as it's been.
Dad of War, yes. Having played Dad of War, I have found it to be very, very pleasing.
I am pleased by this.
Yeah, it never got too repetitive. Let's see, did I have any beefs? I don't remember. We'll have to talk about it a little more on the podcast after I review my my notes.
Yeah, because you have notes.
I totally have no notes.
Oh, I died so many times.
Why would I make notes? No, mostly I just mean like jump back to an old save and maybe see how I felt about it.
Right, because right now you're locked in the one of the final challenges for platinum status.
For platinum status,
which should say everything it I think should. The
fact that I was willing to platinum the game was
right.
is usually a pretty good sign that I really enjoyed it.
It's like, what? None of you guys have fingers? What's up?
Oh, I did buy some games on
Steam.
On ye old PS4 summer sale as well.
Yeah, well, podcast, bro.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that's why I was trying to remember. Like, oh yeah, I did buy some games. Stay tuned for Yon Podcast to find out what I bought.
Never mind that'll be up before this. Before this goes up.
It's true. You'll already know what I'm talking about. Don't you feel
Find
special?
the corresponding podcast where we talk about the summer sale. Whoa. I hear like something's going to blow up.
Yeah. Steam Summer Sale was awesome.
So I'm trying to puzzle this out. This high-pitched whine, like a mine going off thing.
Okay.
So I recently... That's got to be another grenade. Okay, it's an explosive core.
In the game?
Yeah, in the game. You hear that as that...
Oh, that.
That guy.
I mean, that's a pretty evident...
Right. So I found myself needing to walk up to somebody's door, right? Walking up to the gate.
Oh, like in real life?
In real life, an actual thing. All of a sudden I hear this.
High-pitched whine. You're like, oh no.
It starts going super high-pitched to the point where you're like, am I actually hearing this? And I'm like, I was super confused. They weren't home, whatever. Doesn't really matter.
Okay.
But as I'm walking out through the gate, it does it again, and I can hear it clearly. And they've just got some kind of sensor that as you walk through their gate, there's no way they're going to hear it inside their house. It's just this low level, but still kind of high-pitched sound.
Is it like an animal deterrent of some kind?
That's a good question. Huh. I don't know. That's why it's like, hey, Joe, have you heard of anything
like a deer
like
whistle, right? On the hood of a car? Keeps the deer from running out?
I'm not familiar with that either.
I don't know. If it's got... Oh, you've never heard of that? Okay. Yeah, it's I don't know how much they work, but I used to see them all the time. It was like a small...
Am I supposed to go down? Am I supposed to jump? I'm supposed to jump.
Yeah. Well,
use the stairs.
Down the stairs, really. Yeah, like a deer.
Never.
Deer whistle.
I refuse to.
Basically, it's something that goes on the hood of your car, and as you're driving, the air passing over it creates a whistle sound to deter animal life from running out in front of you.
That's cool.
Yeah, so, I mean, it could theoretically be part of like maybe a invisible fence for a dog as well.
Yeah. Okay.
On a yard, that would make more sense.
But if a human walking by would trigger it,
it may just be to like deter the dog from wanting to approach the opening gate, kind of a thing.
That guy just burrowed down.
Under, yeah. Underminer.
Yes. Nothing is beneath him.
It's true. Very true.
Oh, he made himself dizzy. And now he fall down.
Also, spoiler,
Yeah.
that storyline never gets resolved.
They're just like, hey, remember the Underminer? Yeah, we do too.
No, you totally see him and stuff happens, but like, dude never gets justice.
He just gets
he
away?
Just gets away with it. You're just like, what the heck, man?
That's disappointing.
And then they never approach it again.
Underwhelming?
Underwhelming.
Maybe that's his power.
D.Grassi!
Where'd you... Stealing lasers again, D.Grassi? Sounds like we're going to have a timeout and talk about this.
On this very special episode
of Vanquish. Yeah, cut to like, why'd you steal my stuff, D.Grassi?
You mess with the bull, you get the horns.
And it's just birds just pummeling him. Oh, for the love of... Just get...
Come on, D.Grassi. Not again.
Oh, he dropped his assault rifle.
Oh, well, at least you get ammo from it.
Yup. Oh, what's up, sniper? I love that my assault rifle is just like,
Enough to snipe a dude, yep.
Well,
no big deal.
Honestly, if they were sniping properly, I wouldn't even see them.
Yeah, but whoever accused the Russians of sniping properly?
The Germans.
Oh, too soon.
Like, I've seen enemy at the gates. No, seriously, the Germans didn't use snipers until they were getting sniped, and they're like, this is really effective.
Shocker.
Yeah, there's
Who
a lot...
knew shooting people from a really long distance away from where they couldn't see you.
Right,
would be
like,
very effective.
It's amazing how many military forces are like, no, we're better than that.
What's a snipe?
Holy crap, we need to get snipers.
M1 brands.
There was an RTS Dune, Emperor Battle for Dune, that allowed you
The
to...
spice must flow.
Yeah, basically. But you could train sniper units, and then they would gain veterancy, and at a certain point you could send them back into your barracks, and your snipers came out a higher level of veterancy. I would play games till I was just training max level snipers, and they were just eviscerating the enemy troops.
All right, that sounds all right.
It was all right. I'm pretty sure if it's a plasma complex, it would be burning through the space station. But... Okay, I'm glad we stopped for that. I'm like,
Oh, man.
this feels like it's going somewhere. Kingdom Come scenario.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, it's good action movie banter.
That's so
They
good.
got good bants going on. I apologize if you've tuned in for the bands because they're real good. Buy this game. It's always super cheap.
Yeah, really. If you just want to... Kind of a mindless...
Well, I mean, if you're playing on easy.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's mindless.
Yeah. But here's the thing: is Platinum Games getting some money? Sure, those dudes are great.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I'm trying to think of like any games they made that are like just objective, like outright bad that they've made. Can't think of them.
I have zero experience with them.
I know they've made they were near Automata.
Again, yeah, that's another one I still need to play.
Yeah, me too. I started it, but anyway, that's the...
Now, did you get that one on PC?
I did.
Okay, maybe I may need to do that as well.
Or could play my version.
That's true. I could just play it here.
Take turns.
Do it for the
channel.
For the channel.
Well, I don't know if you remember, we made New Year's resolutions.
Did we?
Yes, we did.
What's a New Year's resolution?
Yeah, mine was to play Nier.
What was mine?
I was going to ask if you remember. Thanks for putting that one to bed.
What was my New Year's resolution?
Persona 5.
Oh, was it really?
Yep.
Ooh, okay.
For the channel is what we kind of... We were like, yeah, we could make that a channel, but what the...
What is this? This is Metal Gear.
No, none of this. It's a test. It's a Crystal Viper.
Oh, snap.
It's like a gray fox, only you know.
Yep.
Or, rockets.
Oh, no, this reminds me of...
Oh, you just made a video game joke. I think it might have been a Metal Gear joke as well.
I missed it. Don't worry, I'll catch it on the edit.
Maybe, maybe not. Hey, I'm just gonna kneecap you, bro. Cool.
Oh yeah, it was.
Oh wow, that
was
actually
easier. Run up and tear his heart out.
You know what? You're right.
Oh, he's a T-1000. Oh snap.
Oh nope, he did not care for that, and neither did I. Cutscene. Yeah, he just was all of a sudden there, and everybody's like, "Yo, you need to deal with this thing."
This thing's happening. Pay attention.
What? Did he just EMP everything?
It is an effective weapon.
Nope. He explodicated things.
It zooms on the outs.
Oh no! This is gonna get. Well, it's been great, real Marines.
Yeah.
And a hole that big, how do you stop it? Because you don't just have. Oh, there's just another plate that slides down.
I think we know how you stop it. What you do is you sacrifice your Gundam to stop the ocean from draining out of the space station.
Freeze there. That was. Oh, that's just. Worst Gundam series. And yes, I know G Gundam exists.
A hole? Sir, you've got a way out of this one. Our briefing said there were shelters below this area.
Run for it.
Run for it.
Internal barrier down there.
Time to shelter.
Move out, Bravo!
Okay.
I don't.
Run away from the vacuum of space.
We're going to suspend our disbelief. Oh, look, we turned the corner and we're fine.
Oh, look at that. Escape pods. GG, DARPA.
What? Those are personal one-man elevators, and I love them. I want one. Pneumatic tubes.
It's the internet.
With rockets, they're rocket tubes.
Oh, snap.
It might not be the Futurama future, but it's close enough. I'll take it.
Oh, yeah, definitely not. I don't know how much I would trust the Futurama. Tubes.
Oh, you know there's just all kinds of garbage in that.
How do you even clean that? Oh.
I mean, they just send water through, like some kind of cleaning fluid.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, hey, it's Tuesday, and it's Tuesday before 6. Don't ride the tubes.
Yeah.
It's like street cleaning and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, they would have infrastructure for it, I'm sure.
See, I've recently become fascinated with the idea of just like games that deal with like infrastructure and like how things actually work, logistics and all that. Like the idea of just like, oh, here's a game that like you have to manage street sweeping. And like
okay.
Oh, hey.
Wow, D.Grassi, man, you just took that one to the
They
face.
all. Sorry, I was I was thinking about all sorts of things, but like, yeah, there's like, yeah, subway tube cleaner or
interesting.
I don't want to give too much away. We'll talk here when we're not recording, but just like it would be a very effective way of teaching people like, no, don't take stuff for granted.
Just force everyone to play City Sims.
Sort of, but like that's like a macro scale. I'm talking like micro scale. Your job is you are the city manager for bus routes, and you're planning like you have to deal with scheduling your employees, and this person called in sick, and oh yeah, the people are complaining about this thing that's not really an issue, but they think it is, so deal with that. Like the illogical steps that come into bear.
Oh, it is D.Grassi. He's still there. Yes, I'm so happy.
I saved you, D.Grassi. What is it? It's not Sugar Bear from Deadpool 2.
Bear.
I got you, Sugar Bear.
I got you, Sugar Bear. Oh, Deadpool 2, so good.
It was surprisingly good. I was worried. And
yeah, I hear you. I as well. I had my concerns. I was like, how do you do that twice?
Right.
And then Ryan Reynolds showed me.
Yeah. Some people would be like, someone was trying to be smug to me, like, yeah, it'll be great to see what happens when they do in whatever the next Deadpool is. Like, oh, they already said there's not going to be a Deadpool 3. Like, oh, there's not? Yeah, there should be an X-Force movie. Like, okay, because that's completely different. Yeah. Yes, the hand gesture you made is...
No, it plays well for radio.
Yeah, it plays well for radio, but is completely accurate. And anybody who knows you knows exactly the gesture you just made. I know I do.
Oh, man, good times.
Yeah. Kid-friendly. Family-friendly.
Kid-friendly, yep. I'll thank Ken Jeong for that one. I kind of stole it.
Whatever. It's comedy.
It is comedy.
If stealing comedy hurt your career, well,
I'd be Carlos Mencia.
And yes, we'll stay with that. There's other people on that list that are currently performing. Contemporaries, yeah.
Oh, no.
It's like we're going to demonstrate you stealing jokes, but you're going to play that off, huh? Also, you're going to get Netflix to change the rating system because you can't take criticism. Cool.
Oh, you're talking about Amy Schumer.
I am.
hate her so much.
Well, yes, she's also a notorious joke stealer.
Terrible human being.
Oh, you know what? You're close enough. We're going to just... D.Grassi, heads up. Oh,
you just got... What? That's...
Did you just behead me?
I thought you just cut you in half. That's what it looked like.
No, he really doesn't like grenades.
Flaming death.
Turns out. Let's see what the MP does. Got to time it just right.
I don't know. Comedy's in a weird place these days.
Yeah, you're right.
I've had a hard time like enjoying just the raw, like stand-up type stuff.
Well, I mean, how much of the raw stand-up type stuff is worth listening to, really?
I mean, you got to listen to it to find out, honestly. But like, I've heard like some modern guys that are pretty good. I've never been like a super like comedy-focused guy. For whatever reason, I just never jumped into that. But I've seen some good stuff. I mean, my wife actually forced me to watch Mitch Hedberg stuff after we talked about it.
Right, Mitch Hedberg. I like Mitch Hedberg a lot,
And that was educational.
He's so so weird that you're just like fascinated. You're like,
I ended up watching like 3 stand-ups of his,
right?
And it was great. I really enjoyed it. It was something so different that I had not seen. I love that we still have D.Grassi. But
there's an achievement if you could get him from the starting stage to the end.
There's an achievement. Is it called just D.Grassi Junior High?
I don't know.
You keep him alive the whole game.
That'd be
That would
great.
So good.
Well, I'm making reference to there's a Half-Life 2 for you carry a gnome through like 3/4 of the game.
Oh, jeez.
And you put it in a rocket ship at the
That's
end.
when I played Half-Life 1. I want to say never played 2.
I played 2. I'll just say this: I don't get it.
You don't get the Half-Life hype.
I do not understand it.
But anyway, yeah. So with the comedies, hold on, I'll wait.
There are still some stragglers heading to the shelter.
They might say something funny.
Not sure, but if you don't hurry, internal pressure in the colony will drop below sustainable levels.
Enough of the physics. Just shut the damn blast doors.
Yep. See.
You can't do that. You've still got men out there. Men who were ready to die when they signed up for this mission. You know that. Let's not give up on them just yet. There's still time. I don't take orders from DARPA.
He is correct. But I'm going to say, your typical Marine probably good. Oh, maybe not. They're gonna make it like that, huh?
Yeah.
Your typical Marine be like, yeah, I was too slow.
Hashtag DARPA was right.
DARPA did nothing wrong. Actually, no, there'd be Burns did nothing wrong.
Oh, there you go.
So this is how you do things.
Wait, you can't open the door now? Let him in?
Sentimental with me. How many people do you think have already died for this? Failure is not an option now. It never was. So you fail those men out there instead?
Ooh, we're going to get into a philosophy.
The mission did you not understand? It has to be done. I don't pick and choose how.
I like that they just have a couple of sweat beads on him there.
You
Just
go ahead. I'll make sure our rear flank is covered.
Oh, snap.
This high-speed elevator can take us right up to the enemy position.
yeah. I mean, I get this. This just. I swear you could map this onto an action movie. The beats and just
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
You really think this is gonna be the lifeline that drags the U.S. out of recession?
History should lend credence to that theory.
Oh, snap. Burns is in on it, too?
Sacrifice of San Francisco.
I never planned
so
for that to
disappointed.
happen.
Right.
That sacrifice
But not
is
unforeseeable.
I mean, action movie, sure.
Right.
The ends come before the means now.
Then I will let you handle the means.
And I will bring about the ends.
Like,
Okay.
it was 3 a.m. in a writer's room, and like, no, man, this is deep.
Oh, man. They were all just really high, and they all thought it was a great idea.
Right? They're just like, I mean, they're batting 90%. So I mean, it's hard to argue with it.
Let's go.
We're going. We got to be close to the end now because they've revealed that Burns
revealed that Burns is a bad guy.
Burns has had his heel turn. Yeah. Let's.
Good old D.Grassi. Always a trooper.
Yeah.
But yeah, now that our exposition section is over, so yeah, I started watching like random, kind of more modern comedians that I'd never heard of before.
Yeah.
Or like having specials on Netflix. And
You
stuff.
went down the YouTube hole or the Netflix hole.
Netflix hole, sort of. Yeah,
Just-
just bounce around every so often, and I'll pick one up. Just like, what is modern comedy like?
Oof.
And,
What is modern comedy like, Joe?
I mean, I don't honestly know. It's different for sure. The things that people are making jokes about are they're less politically motivated at times, but then also sometimes entirely politically motivated. and
Right. You want to be.
It's less of like a cohesive like philosophy that they're kind of pushing forward, like it used to be with even Gallagher had
set
some,
up delivery punchline or whatever it is. Yeah.
But usually they have their little moral of the story kind of
Yeah. Okay.
parts between jokes. I feel like a lot of
Oh,
that's
your
lost.
narrative thread.
The narrative thread, yeah, and that's I feel like a lot of that doesn't exist in some of these,
Which kind of
more
makes me
modern-
sad because I like a good narrative thread.
Yeah, you had people like Carlin who always had a nice message going in, but then like I said, even Gallagher had his own jokes about Nixon and
Yeah, I remember
and
you talking about being
politics and-
surprised by the Gallagher routine.
a prop comic who's making these really poignant political commentaries on stuff, but then you still get a lot of those kind of standard fair political commentaries complaining about the president or
Right.
X or Y law that people are just
Losing their stuff.
not happy about.
Well, I'll tell you what's interesting is when Dennis Miller, because it was it after, I want to say it was a special in it was after 2001. Let's say that. But
That means 9/11, kids.
yes.
I know most of you weren't even born yet.
But interesting because he made that hard shift to conservative stand-up comedy. And here's the thing: is I don't believe that any ideologically driven stand-up comedy is really that great because I don't think ideologues can make jokes, and his stand-up is very much clear on that. It's just
Sure. Yeah.
yeah,
And if it gets too preachy, for sure, that just ruins comedy, in my opinion.
yeah.
But
It was very interesting to see that kind of that shift because he was, let's say, not quite that extreme prior to this stand-up act, and it's just, at a point you're just like, yeah, you need to move on, bro.
for sure, yeah. Even some of these modern, Aziz Ansari, I know he's recently not had the best stuff. I saw one of his comedies because I'd seen him in Parks and Rec, and I was curious.
Yeah.
Hey, I like him in Parks and Rec. I mean, he's kind of that guy anyway.
I think
Kind
he's
of that's the character anyway, and his comedy is somewhat similar to that.
and from what
it was okay.
Yeah.
I didn't find it unwatchable
well,
by any
and
means.
from let's say
I got some laughs.
from the accusations leveled against him, it sounds like the worst thing you can say is yeah, he's
He was
really
kind of a jerk, yeah.
He's a jerk and a little socially awkward. Hey, guess what his stand-up is?
Yep, all about awkwardness. His show is even all about that.
See, I'm not a fan of awkward humor. Not my thing.
Funny Bot didn't do it for you.
Funny bot?
Awkward.
No, no.
South Park.
No, it's
South Park.
Yeah,
The German Funny Bot.
right. That did not. That was okay because it wasn't awkward humor.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But,
And that's the problem with Amy Schumer, obviously.
Well,
and
and-
some people say it was that one stand-up, and she just did a really poor job of
Whoa.
writing that. That's not safe.
I think they've planned for us coming through here.
They definitely have.
But yeah, there's I don't know. I know it doesn't hit the same for everyone, but for me, it just there's a little bit of awkwardness to it. Or not awkwardness to it. And the whole point is, I'm going to be awkward. That's not funny.
Well, and
that's it.
And if your comedy is just based on trying to make people uncomfortable,
Right.
based on your subject matter or the words you're using,
Right.
or just
Well,
be as filthy as possible
I don't even know what
without
that
any
was.
real point to it. That kind of thing's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, Bob Saget, he's pretty filthy, but he kind of has a thing going.
Right, and being like an extreme of something is not the same as just being
True,
awkward.
true.
Let's face it, The Office, a lot of the deliveries was, boy, isn't this an awkward situation? Isn't that funny?
I love The Office so much.
And here's the thing is, Jim doing dumb stuff to Dwight
Yeah.
for the first 3 seasons or whatever it is, I'm like, yeah, this is great, I'm in. But
Well, there's a fantastic movie. It's kind of it makes awkward humor it really made me appreciate awkward humor. I guess it's called "I Love You, Man" with Paul Rudd. And
I've
Jason
actually seen
Segel.
I Love You, Man.
And I loved it.
That-
And it was just all about really weird, awkward situations.
I think I felt like it started off with that, but kind of didn't. I didn't really feel like it was that at the
it
end.
wasn't just drilling that in the whole time.
And-
It started out just showing you how awkward Paul Rudd was.
Right, and here's the thing: is I did not like the beginning of that movie. I'm like, this. Come on, guys, this guy. I feel for this guy. This is real bad.
I know, I loved it. I still love it. I
But
watch
no,
that movie all the time.
I love that movie. Was actually
Yeah.
surprisingly good by the end. I'm like, okay, this movie's actually real funny. Whoa, that's a very angry guy with the
With the pole arm of sorts.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get out of blast radius range. Nope.
Nope, not happening.
I'm like, I'm behind a wall. That'll save me. Nope.
Another fantastic Paul Rudd one. Role models. If you have not seen Role Models, highly recommend.
Okay.
They become mentor for this for these kids.
Okay.
As part of their like community service, and it just turns into them like LARPing by the end. It's so good.
You know, I've seen like the last 5 minutes of it.
It's great. Yeah.
I ain't got time for this. Apparently, I don't even have time to hit my target properly. I think I'm supposed to run down the hall or something.
Just gotta bounce that explosion off.
Splash damage.
Yep. Oh yeah, there you go. Just get through the blast doors.
That's an opening, so we're gonna assume. Nope.
It had a prompt. It had a button prompt for you to press X.
That's the grab. That's the use it as cover.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it's a different thing. Well, I'm glad I'm just racking up the deaths here in the end game.
In the end game. I mean, if there's a place to do it, the end game seems legit.
I guess.
Die, robot.
I like that somebody had to program the robot to scream when it died. See,
true.
that's the prompt for opening stuff. What? What?
I just had to get through that.
It was like, oh no,
just open the door, Dan.
It's a story wall. Everything on this side of the story wall explodes.
Oh, that was one of my big problems with Last of Us. Story walls were the worst.
Yeah. I just like that, like, it's the apocalypse. Now fight 4,000 people. Let's say I didn't understand why some sections were as long as they were.
Only the strong shall survive.
Yeah, and then subjugate the weak, I guess. Yeah. Oh. These guys have maces.
Oh, man, that's hardcore.
Also, I'm out
it's
of...
really convenient that they just let you have this turret.
I'm actually out of ammo on the turret.
Uh-oh.
It's just really convenient that I do so much damage.
That too, yeah.
Oh, no! Someone's down. It's probably D.Grassi.
No, D.Grassi. Not again.
I will try to get to you on time.
We'll save you.
No, he's already dead.
Oh. It's not D.Grassi. I don't believe it.
No true Scotsman, no true D.Grassi would ever let that kill him.
Oh, man.
There's stairs or something somewhere.
How'd you get down here?
Yeah, I'm locked out.
Okay. What? So what are you supposed to do?
Just kill these guys.
All right. Just finish it.
I mean, from where I was is a weird position. Oh. Rocket robots! Rocket communists! You know what I mean? Honestly, you know they're not real communists because they're not blaring propaganda as they come at you.
Very true.
Workers of the world unite, or whatever it is.
Rendezvous in front of the door on the second floor. Once the area's clear, I'll open it up.
Do not enter.
Yes, ma'am.
I feel authorized. Hey, what's up?
Hey, now there we go.
Hey, Bravo Company.
Story NPCs.
Yeah, like I care at this point. I only care about D.Grassi, but that's because I've decided to manufacture care.
We have to manufacture a backstory.
Well, we haven't even done that yet. We're just like, we like D.Grassi. That's it.
The word D.Grassi is fun to say.
It is.
Yeah, but I have no idea what it's like now.
Oh, he is alive.
Oh, D.Grassi's a story character.
Oh, Yahtzee.
That's why he's okay.
That's why he's not dying, like the other fodder.
I mean, even when he dies, he's not dead.
Yeah, D.Grassi never dies.
Was it that which? What was it?
What is dead may never die?
Yeah, what is dead may never die. That's what I was thinking for.
New.
You're I just think you're a furry. You just are, aren't you?
Yif. Stop it.
Don't make me harm you and him. Though
Now that I know D.Grassi's an immortal object,
Right.
I don't have to worry about it.
Another crystal viper.
Get me in position on that thing.
This one could teleport? Could the last one teleport? Oh, he's cloaked.
No, he's not. He's behind you.
He did. They said he said something cloak.
Oh, yeah. Right in the butt.
So, but speaking of furries, recent news.
Oh, no. There's recent furry news, is there?
Well, apparently Violent J of the
No.
Insane Clan Posse. No.
No way.
he spent a lot of money because they're real expensive, bought his daughter a fursuit because she is, and apparently he's a very understanding dad who's like, whatever.
I mean,
And-
I'm really not surprised that Violent J is a very understanding father.
of like he's not going to kink shame no one.
Yeah, definitely not.
But apparently like he was
just the amount of Fanta he must have fed that child.
right. Well, apparently he's super pissed because it showed up and it was like super low quality.
Or Fago, not Fanta, my bad.
Whatever.
Getting my
Shasta.
Getting my Juggalo lore mixed up.
Juggalore.
Juggalore. Oh.
I'm a Juggalorian. I'm not really into the whole music thing, but I find the lore fascinating.
All about the history of Juggalos.
But anyway, yeah, he was pissed because it's a low quality thing, and apparently he was on the internet like bitching about it or something.
About how low quality the fursuit was that he bought?
that he bought for his daughter.
Oh, man.
The internet, it keeps giving.
I can't properly furry in this suit.
Well, I believe that's where you can't properly yip in this suit. Anyway, I think we need to go in. We're going to leave you on that note. So thanks, everybody, for joining us. We'll catch you next time on The Backlog.
Consider yourselves gift.
That's not what that means.